What's going on, everyone? Desktops Gaming here, and welcome back to the beginning of a new setup. As you guys, if you saw our last video, I talked about how we were waiting on these desks to come in. They finally did make it. Didn't get a chance to do any kind of vlog style setup of anything of these. We went with the IKEA Lindemann desk and just the adjustable legs that they make to make these. We've got two of those. One here is kind of a build and show desk, and then our main work desk here. Originally planned to do kind of an L desk with these, but for the heights for sitting and working was a little different than what I wanted to kind of have product on to produce and then to build on. I didn't want to have to bend down quite as much, so this one sits a little bit higher, but I think it still looks okay. So we're going to give it a little walk around real quick of what all we got going on here and then what we're going to add in the future. So come grab you guys for that. All right, so as you can see here, we have the main desk going on. Starting on this side here, we got one of the little Aki lamps. It's a kind of a LED lamp. It can change multiple colors or just work as a regular lamp, and it's pretty neat. It's got a little touch function built into it. So if we press and hold here, it'll turn itself off. Then it has like a normal 3-tap lamp function. Then if we press and hold it, it'll go through this kind of color shift mode, which is what we had it on. You just kind of tap it again to stop it on whatever color you want. So once it lands on whatever color you want, you can just kind of give a little tap and it will stay there. So if you wanted to stay this kind of shade of green, we could just give it a little tap and it would stay pretty much green like that. Moving around on the desk, we have the Edifier G2000s we did a review on not that long ago. We actually posted it on the channel if you guys want to check these out. Pretty cool little small desk speakers. Like I said, not too bad to work with. Has two of them here. Like I said, they can work through USB auxiliary connection or Bluetooth. So they make great desk speakers, entertainment center speakers. If you want to take them on the go with you, you can. Like I said, moving on here, we got our little Ditto up here. Don't know if this is going to be the permanent place for him. Another little Bluetooth speaker, and it's got a bunch of different multi-functions. We actually did a review on this on the channel as well, if you guys want to go check that out. We haven't done a whole lot of cable management yet because in the last video we did build the kind of what's going to be the mainstay, but as I was waiting on one of my other motherboards to come back from being RMA'd, we had to kind of take it apart to use it in this build. This is Bitphoenix's new Novamesh SE. Have a video coming on this one as well. We're probably going to be swapping some cables out in it today, but we'll be doing a full review on this one very soon as well. Pretty solid update from the original Novamesh we did on the channel a while back. And then onto the keyboard, we're just using our XPG summoner and then XPG mouse here as well. We got a Gamers Nexus little mod mat, or not mod mat, excuse me. It's a mouse mat. Get a little Gamers Nexus mouse mat here. One of the wireframe ones. Pretty neat looking. On the headphone stand, this one we picked up. What's the brand on this one? Caffrey, I believe that's what that is. We picked it up off of just an Amazon special here, but it's pretty neat. It's a little RGB base here, and then you can change the colors between each solid color, or you can have it kind of do a rainbow mode as well. So it works great as a headphone stand, but it's also actually a little wireless charging pad, so you can put your phone down on it and charge that way. And then for headphones, we just have our Edifier G4s here. It's propped up on there. And then the main build's actually kind of sad right now. It's kind of sitting over here on the floor, kind of torn apart because we had to borrow some parts out of it. But if you want to see what this guy looks like all together, just go back to the last vid and you can see this one. This one will be going back together as soon as we're done with this guy over here. Like I said, let me know when you guys want to see a video on the Novamesh SE. We're actually working on a pretty cool project right now. That's why we have 3 more of them over there. So nothing I can say yet, but a little project with Bitphoenix I'm working on in the back. And then for our chair, we just have the Mechanical Master from AutoFull. This thing is pretty crazy. Appreciate AutoFull for sending this over. We'll leave a little discount code down in the description there, so you guys want to check this out. Pretty cool little gaming chair. Just to give you a little bit more on it. Handles, or the armrest here, of course they're fully adjustable. You can slide them up and back, and it actually has a neat little pocket on the inside. So if we get up on the inside here, I guess you could use this for like a phone prop or whatever you want to prop on the inside here. And it's got a little cubby space there, and both sides will do that. And of course you get your back pillow and headrest there. And this one actually comes with a cool little footrest too, so if we get down here, you can flip that out. It's got a little leg rest. So that's pretty neat. Use that from time to time. We got kind of a disarray of parts over here. Like I said, this was the P120 crystal we did on the last video that will be going back together, like I said. Just needed to borrow the motherboard out of it for that guy right now, but we will be putting that one back together. And then we have the 110 sitting behind it still have yet to box that guy back up. Need to do that. That was the Makeover 110, did a video on that guy as well. And then behind the curtain here, we have a plethora of junk. It's a bunch of parts and pieces that I have to go through and organize. As you can see, it's kind of a mess currently. A bunch of cases down here and some stuff since we moved. Just some gear that we need to store from fans and thermal paste and coolers and AOs and stuff like that. Need to get rid of, or not so much get rid of, but need to get storage for. Kind of originally planned on doing maybe some storage over this way. Got some lights set up there. Gonna do some kind of storage over here this way. As you see, because we want to get the router off the floor. Get some extra little storage bins and maybe put an additional storage shelf over here so we can move some of the stuff that's behind the curtain out and kind of over here. It's not that big of a room, so kind of need to utilize space from the floor up. And then we also haven't done a whole lot of cable management under the desk either, other than we stuck a power strip under this one here. And like I said, still have to go back and do cable management under here. I've yet to do that for what's running up to the PC, or what will be the main PC there. But yeah, that about wraps it on the little overview of the new set. We posted some teasers on the Instagram if you guys want to check that out, with the lights off and all the lights, all the RGB lights on. To cover those, we got some behind the monitor that shine onto the back of the wall, and they're turned off right now, but there's actually some on the back of the desk as well. Let me see if I can bump those on real quick. There we go. See, we got some lighting on the back of the desk as well, pretty bright in here. So let's go over here and flip the lights off so you guys can see kind of what it looks like. Of course, it's kind of still daylight outside, so not as dark as it would be in here. Oh, and then we have our little planet up there as well, little Saturn going on. Go get the lights back on. Yeah, that pretty much covers everything of the main setup. We'll be adding some more storage and then maybe put some shelving over here, because it's still kind of bare over back here. The main reason we want to set up like this is where we can mainly shoot on from, kind of this direction to do some builds and projects with you guys. And then, when we do some close-up stuff, we can kind of come over here, shoot into the main setup. If we do more talking head style videos, stuff like that, because we will be doing some CES coverage for you guys. That's going on actually right now, as of you're watching this video. So we'll be doing some keynotes on AMD, Intel, even videos gonna be talking as well. And we'll, any other thing that's kind of cool that we want to talk about. But yeah, just wanted to take you guys along for a quick update there. But yeah, I wanted to just do a quick update there on what was going on with the setup. Like I said, we will be changing the computer back to the main one, to the main one that we did with the P120 crystal on the last video. Just like I said, had to borrow the motherboard out of that right now. Still waiting on the other one to get back from Gigabyte, so that one's gonna be a little bit. But yeah, that about wraps it up on this little intro / update to the new setup. Nothing too fancy. Like I said, just want to get you guys along to see kind of what we've been up to. And of course, if you guys do have any recommendations, that would be great as well, on what we could add, maybe shelving or storage over here. Like I said, something to do with the mess going on in the closet, to organize that better. And then, like I said, over in our corner as well, we plan to change lighting too. These are some pretty cheap soft boxes we got off Amazon. They do work pretty well, but they just take up a lot of space. We've been looking at some smaller LED panels as well, because these are still fluorescent bulbs, which, like I said, they work as far as getting a pretty decent even amount of lighting, but you can't adjust anything on them. Just kind of on or off, that's it. And like I said, we wanted to get some maybe smaller panels, something that doesn't get quite as warm, because those do put off a little bit of heat, which LEDs could help you avoid. And like I said, I want to be able to change the color temperature and all that stuff too. Oh, and then one real quick thing before we go, we're about to do a video on these guys. We just got in from Reaper Cable. We got in some of their sleeve cable extensions. Let's slide some of these guys out here where we can take a look. Probably gonna be putting them in this setup over here since we already kind of got the purple theme going. I think that'll look pretty cool. But yeah, anyway guys, that about wraps it up on today's video. Let me flip you back around here. Just want to give you a rundown of the setup. Oh, we didn't go over the monitor. This is the GN850 from LG. And then we have it on a monitor arm by Juano, one of the two there. It's the one we got off of Amazon. Like I said, well, if I remember to, I'll link these down in the description where you can check them out of everything that we kind of got going on today. Like I said, the light strips are just from Govee. You know, just another sponsor of the Instagram and everything. So like I said, that's what we got going on behind the desk and then behind the monitor. And then, like I said, we talked over pretty much everything else. So like I said, if you guys do have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments below. Appreciate you guys for stopping by. Take it easy.